It's that time of year. Time to pick up this year's limited edition Lloyd and Cinema Snob Christmas shirt. Designed by Shaun Millington, this shirt is only available for a short, limited time, so pick up yours today at our Bonfire store. Click on the links in the description and comments to get your shirt before they're all gone. Who says wishes don't come true? After a Karate Christmas Miracle was the most insane movie I watched in 2019. I begged all of the Christmas gods, from Miss Velma to Santa's Christmas elf named Calvin, that there would be a 1 year later sequel to this Ken Del Vecchio insanity. And well, my wish was sorta fulfilled. A wrestling Christmas Miracle is sorta a sequel in the Roger Corman sense. It features the same actors who more or less play the same characters, only their names are different than they were in the first one. Okay, cool. Why? That's right, the movie still features the power of Del Vecchio and Son, from a script co-written by Ken Del Vecchio and Buddy Fitzpatrick, who had previously written an episode of Dry Bar Comedy. Great, now I know where the idea for the movie was conceived. However, the first film's director, Julie Kimmel, doesn't return, and the film is now directed by Chris T. Anthony, a cinematographer on Glow. That is a short film from 2019. If you know anything about Ken, you know that he is the king of the something plot. As in, A Karate Christmas Miracle was the story about a boy who wants to bring his father back for Christmas, and something movie theater mass shooting. A Wrestling Christmas Miracle is the story of a boy who wants to make a movie to bring his friend out of a coma, and something coup to overthrow communist dictator in the Congo. That's it, folks. Cancel Christmas! I've got all the gifts I need right here! A Wrestling Christmas Miracle comes to us from Green Apple Entertainment. They know something about miracles and Christmas. The real miracle this season is that they haven't figured out yet that I took a poop on all their shoes. In the first film, Mario Del Vecchio played Jesse, and in this one, he's Case Gabriel. I often get my kid characters mixed up with a name that Martin Kove would have played in an 80s action movie. Case is a great wrestler. He's won 50 consecutive matches. As for Dad,
the kid is a machine, built to win.
How is it that Gilbert Gottfried's name popping up isn't the craziest part of this? Damn, he's also into football? He goes all in on every sport. What's his inspiration?
Now let me tell you who my favorite NFL player of all time is. It's Mean Joe Green.
Oh, that's because Mean Joe bribed you with a jersey. Kidding, they have fun.
Now that's a perfect tackle. I hit him low. I hit him hard. Now you're gonna see a lot more of that.
Ah, yes, cute. I'm not subscribing to your family YouTube channel. I was promised a wrestling Christmas Miracle. Go back to the wrestling. Thank you. I think I know his secret weapon.
Powerful on the mat.
Editing. I think the editing may be more helpful than Dad.
The best wrestler is a strong wrestler. That's my son, Case.
Oh my God!
Okay, settle down, peaked in high school. Thankfully, this is set in a year where nothing else happened in 2020, so this manages to be a news story.
I'm done with wrestling, at least for now.
Why is that, Case?
Because in 40 days and 40 nights, it's Christmas.
So?
Here at Slow News Day Reporting, we can't even pay our reporters to give a shit. So Case wants to write and direct a movie that will help his friend Charlie come out of a coma. Makes sense. Gotta get the plot moving somehow.
I'm gonna write it and direct it, and you have to help me.
Don't do it, kid. Asking Ken Del Vecchio to help with your movie is like asking Michael Myers to help babysit. This is the fake movie, I guess. Turns out Dinesh D'Souza's Trump Card isn't the worst movie this year to include Obama. Wait, Martin Kove is in this? Why didn't they name him Case Gabriel? I expect great things out of this fake movie.
You had something to say?
You are a complete mental midget.
Don't let the dialogue fool you. It tackles the hard issues.
The man who surgically removed that boy's tongue in an experimental procedure to cure his autism?
Boy, are they going for Oscar gold on this one. Look at Ken. This truly is the Rain Man of his acting career. They even got Gilbert for their movie, and in true Ken fashion, what's a Christmas movie without eye torture?
But then he was tortured by that crazy judge who turned out to be a serial killer.
And I love that that is not where Dad draws the line.
What were all the beeps for?
You guys stupidly used curse words.
I didn't script it with curse words.
Says the writer of A Very Mass Shooting Christmas. So in the first film, Ken played Bob Genesis. Here he plays Ajax Gabriel. Again, not buying it. He is clearly more of a Bob than an Ajax. Though I would have accepted it if he went from Bob Genesis to Frank Exodus. Hopefully they explain why he's wearing a shirt that he stole off of a 23-year-old nightclub bartender. Case thinks the movie will be so funny that it'll wake his friend Charlie up from his coma. Great, I don't know if his movie is supposed to be a comedy. I say that about the fake movie and the real movie.
A wrestler only has himself on the mat. The fool is the guy he's pinning.
Yeah, we get it, Dad. You're straight. A Ken Del Vecchio Christmas is even more weird than Festivus.
But I'm gonna do what I do every year at Christmas time.
What, go Christmas caroling?
We are not going to the Congo with you to wrestle.
So be it. I am going to wrestle an elephant for you.
That was my second guess. These scenes are so batshit, I didn't even notice there's a drunken Scott Schwartz sitting on the couch. Hey, I promised you a Scott Schwartz Christmas story, I just didn't tell you which Christmas story it would be. Scott plays Uncle Ronald, who is put in charge of the hard drive that has Case's movie on it. I'm sure the hard drive will be safe.
Wow, my whites do look whiter. Wow, my whites do look whiter.
As for Julie McCullough's hard drive, I think someone might have spilled soda on it. I have no idea who these characters are supposed to be.
Wouldn't it be a kick if that kid's movie is a hit because we get discovered from that kid's movie?
But apparently they're important to the plot. Oh, and we finally get to see Coma Charlie, by the way. It goes about as expected.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Yeah, most people in a coma just lay there in bed as if they're pretending to be sick to stay home from school. Let's just pretend it's the Christmas lights which are hooked up to his veins. Meanwhile, Kitty Cat and Chuck, aka the film's co-writer, want to steal the Christmas gifts in the car after they're done filming their Wood Rocket Grinch porno spoof in the garage. No, they stole all of the Gabriel's presents. What's Case gonna do in this mansion he lives in, where there's already a ton of presents on the floor? This movie is starting to get unrealistic.
You know, you raised him so well, sis.
Oh yeah, sure, they're brother and sister. Now let's show more of the bad movie! No, I mean the bad movie within the movie. Seems like an easy movie to make. It's supposed to be a courtroom, so clearly they filmed in a hospital, which I guess they rented. Wait, Jimmy Walker, Todd Bridges, Michael Winslow? Is that really you? And are they playing themselves?
What you talk about, Willis?
Yes, they are. Apparently Case is powerful enough to get these actors. I'll bet Jimmy's Going Bananas is one of his favorite movies. And if you don't know who he is...
Dynamite, you goofball! Ain't no good time for him though, no more, huh?
See, that's Jimmy Walker from Good Times, just in case you didn't know. What even is this fake movie?
You arrogant, condescending think that you're lawyers? Oh, you right, I'm gonna find you guilty.
And is he actually being bleeped, or is that just Michael Winslow? Given that A Karate Christmas Miracle lifted footage from Ken's other movie, Joker's Poltergeist, I really hope that this is actually a full-length movie somewhere. Plus, the people watching the movie look like how a typical person does when watching a Ken Del Vecchio movie. So these two are mad about their talents being misused in the fake movie, So they're gonna hold the movie hostage. Too bad Dad is currently in the Congo. The film nappers actually won $1 million to return Case's movie.
I say we give him the money.
$1 million?
It's for Case.
Which is apparently no big deal. They got millions of dollars to just piss away. Even the screen wipes look like a Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous montage. While these two try to sell the movie to a hotshot producer. Wait, what's going on here? Don't you know what happened in the theater during the last Christmas Miracle movie? On the plus side though, this scene does have a joke I laughed at.
Boy, do we got a Christmas present for you.
Well, I celebrate Valentine's Day at Christmas, but you've sparked my interest.
Okay, random. Let's see if this hotshot producer has terrible taste in movies. A wrestling Christmas Miracle! Actually, they're just beating a pie and a watermelon, but would you really be surprised if this family Christmas movie contained mass amounts of gore? Clearly, best movie of the year.
It's magnificent. And you say an 11-year-old directed it?
Yes.
Why are you surprised by that? Ugh, enough of this. Get back to showing Star Wars or Spies in Disguise. But meanwhile, who is this now?
Queen bees don't pamper their babies with bottles and rattles. No, ma'am. They gotta start making honey right when they're hatched.
Please, take your time. Finish brushing your teeth. I can wait. Oh right, gotta know how Dad is doing in the Congo.
The Congo government has just been overthrown, and an American Olympic wrestler apparently is at the center of it.
See, there's a Christmas coup wrestling match going on led by Ajax. I mean, obviously we can't show you any of this, but thank God the radio receives the station K-plot. Oh, it keeps going in other locations.
Well, the fight it's going to be. President Smith has ripped off his shirt.
Thank you for literally serving me this exposition. By George, Ajax is arrested after a real coup happens, yet Julie seems way more shocked by the concept of dessert. Oh, this news bulletin still keeps going.
The general is throwing a bucket of tomato sauce on Smith. That's the ultimate sign of disrespect in the Congo.
Don't you just love it when a movie stops to read you the script? I think K-Plot is going to a commercial break, so we may as well cut to one as well.
And now it's time for What If It Exploded, hosted by Lloyd.
You always ask this many questions, Argyle?
Sorry, man, I used to drive a cab,
And this has been What If It Exploded, hosted by me, Lloyd.
Now that we're back, we've got important questions to ask.
What would Ajax do?
Help remove soap, scum, and grime? Anyway, I think the K-Plot news hour is over, so let's bring in our guest.
Cassandra, what was your reaction when you heard the news?
I don't know. I still don't know who you are! They'd better clear out of there soon. David Dakota needs this house at noon. So this is a journalist who is also an actress in the fake movie, and something Ajax is still overthrowing a dictatorship in the Congo, and Case really wants his presents back as he sits there by the tree and looks through his presents. But back to Ajax.
I just got off the phone with the U.S. ambassador to Congo, and it seems that he fled the country on an alpaca. But Daddy is okay, staying with the general.
Shame we couldn't see that. I guess they blew their millions on the Holy Walker Winslow Bridges trio. And they didn't even leave the ransom money in the dumpster. But I'm sure these plots will merge somehow.
Yes, well, we had some interceding issues.
Like your husband wrestling dictators.
Wouldn't it be something if they showed the wrestling in a wrestling Christmas Miracle? Chuck's gimmick of using stupid voices must have really made Scott jealous because...
Yeah, open the door, we ain't fooling around.
Because suddenly, halfway into the movie, stupid voices become Scott's gimmick. They have a new drop-off point now. You know, I think it would cost them less money just to make the fake movie again. Speaking of, is that kid still in a coma?
I don't think I ever laughed so hard. I almost spit my soda out.
Ah, yes. He's still pretending to be dead so he doesn't have to talk to Case. Case is gonna bring pointless conversation to absolutely anyone in the house.
Did you ever watch Superman, Mom?
I watch them all the time.
You mean Dad?
Oh gee, I wonder if Ken wrote the line where someone compares him to Superman. And just when I think this movie is gonna get all deep about comic books...
He's like a slippery hot dog.
With ketchup and mustard.
Suddenly it gets distracted by hot dogs. Anyway, our lead seems tired. Best lay down and take a nap. We can just watch TV, which also gets K-plot.
I am told that communication will return to this newborn nation by Christmas Day, which would be a miracle.
And that's the closest we get to seeing the coup. The others are setting up another drop-off point, I guess.
It's our movie, and it's our fortune, and one way or another, I'm gonna get what I want.
Okay, why doesn't Mom just call the cops?
Really? You don't think the police should know what's happening?
Sure, we can tell the police, and Charlie doesn't wake up.
Okay, so this fake movie was made to wake up Charlie, but all of that is dependent on whether or not they pay the ransom or call the cops. This Coma is stupid! Just like everything else is stupid. Here's a scene where she talks to Ajax while we hear an action scene going on the other end.
I took the money from your protein shake commercials and your sports gambling. Ajax!
Okay, that's either an action scene or the protein shake and gambling money was the only thing keeping him from shooting himself. Anyway...
That was not very good Chinese food at all.
I said, anyway... Yes, you live in a very nice neighborhood. They must be heading to the climax. The actors are pounding these drinks. A wrestling Christmas miracle. Come for the coup in the Congo. Stay for the actors getting properly shit-faced. Wait, what's this? Is there actually gonna be wrestling in this wrestling Christmas miracle? Of course it can't just be a simple trade-off.
That's not how you spell bear. Bear is B-A-R-E.
Because even this scene is taking its sweet-ass time with the rambling. They even tried double-crossing them by replacing the hard drive with a sandwich, which they realized seconds after the trade. But I'm sure threatening them with tennis balls will do the trick. That's actually what's happening, and the scene isn't even over. Because Ken will come in to make damn sure it gets even more stupid. Oh, he's gonna need some help, though.
Freeze, you dim-witted dumbbell!
Yeah, freeze!
You idiots had guns this entire time! And no, I do not want you to just sum up the whole off-screen Congo plot.
Baby, you know that's classified, but maybe I'll tell you over a cold beer and some bacon wrapped scabs!
I know what his character's name will be in the third movie, Oliver Overcompensator. Never mind the double cross when Scott Schwartz was working with the villains this whole time. There's way more unbelievable things here. I'm sure they'll be saved or something.
That's 333,000 and change for each of you, dumbhead.
You! Over there!
Okay, before you ask, where did he come from?
Squad, let's house these fools.
You should be asking, where did the rest of the team come from? Have they all just been standing around and watching? And what in the world are they gonna do to them?
Let's just say we're having a little justice here tonight in the wrestling room, Ajax style.
They're gonna bang them in the steam room? Okay, now that the real plot is done, we've got a fake movie to finish.
Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Yankee Doodle, keep it up.
I miss the more dignified days of the mass shooter Christmas miracle. It's important we get more footage of the fake movie. We just hit the hour mark, and the movie needs to go on for another 15 minutes.
Take a shot.
Woo! So, an 11-year-old kid wrote this? Okay, now him, I believe, wrote the movie. They also reference Cobra Kai, so I guess Martin Kove was also playing himself. If this movie were grounded in any sort of reality, that fake movie would have made Charlie's ears bleed. Instead, Case puts his medical training to good use.
Now this will either put the guy to sleep or wake him up. Case, could you get off?
Charlie, you woke up!
See, never mind the movie or medical attention, they just needed to put him in a headlock to bring him out of the coma. And somehow this movie still manages to have 11 minutes left.
It's a true Christmas miracle.
Because those remaining 11 minutes are the end credits. I can't believe that a wrestling Christmas miracle did not feature archive footage of another movie, and when it does have another movie, it's still new footage, yet it manages to be even more incompetent than a Karate Christmas Miracle. At least a Karate Christmas Miracle showed us the ridiculous out-of-place B-plot via stock footage. This movie just tells it to us over the phone and radio broadcasts. I expect to see some improvement next year if we get a third chapter to the trilogy, A Football Christmas Miracle. Make that happen. A majority of this movie's wrestling was in the opening and closing credits. Now granted, the opening and closing credits did make up a third of the movie's runtime. As insane as this movie is, I don't even know if it'll be the most insane I see this year. So many outlets are doing their own Christmas movies that even the Fox Nation website has its own Christmas film. What's this? Christmas in the Rockies?
Cozy up with Fox Nation for a story about the importance of family.
There will be other jobs.
With some of your favorite Fox faces joining along the way.
If that movie never mentions the war on Christmas, it'll be an even bigger disappointment than this Coma wrestling Christmas movie not once showing us a dictatorship in the Congo.
That elephant chickened out. He was a socialist, maybe even a communist.